From the News Channel 5 Network, this is OpenLine.
Good evening and welcome to Ask the Attorney. I'm your host, Amy Rao Mohan. And Ask the Attorney is your opportunity to ask an attorney any type of legal question that you have. You're going to call that number at the bottom of your screen, 615-737-PLUS. And we're joined tonight by Kevin Kennedy from Clarksville.
Hi, Amy. It's good to be with you as always.
Not just Kevin Kennedy,
Watch out,
but
Amy.
Favorite attorney in Clarksville, Kevin Kennedy.
I know. I just got these awards and I rode in real fast so I could make the show.
But if you got stopped, you would just show them these and you'd be okay.
Yeah, I don't know. But I was really proud tonight. They awarded the Kennedy Law Firm, favorite law firm, and Kevin Kennedy, favorite lawyer, 7 years in a row. So I'm proud of those, and that's something, and thank for all those who always supports Kevin Kennedy and the Kennedy Law Firm. And
tell us a little bit about the Kennedy Law Firm.
Well, the Kennedy Law Firm is a wide array of lawyers, some young, some older, and a host in between. We have guys that do only bankruptcy. I don't ever call them bankruptcy specialists, but if you only do bankruptcy and you've been doing it for 20 years, I will
pretty much know that.
I'll kind of lean on them. And then, you know, a host of divorces. We do lots of car wrecks. We do lots of wrongful deaths. And you know, I wondered over the years, how did all those clients seem to come to us? Because if you're a brand new lawyer, well, we do wills, we do estates, we do everything. But how do you get all those wrongful deaths or car? And so I'm really not sure, other than, you know, we were always out trying to help others through speaking in schools, and we did a bunch of that. And we spoke in the civic clubs. We did a bunch of so we were well known in our community, and I guess people liked us. We were people of our word, and so that's kind of how we got those cases. And we're responsible. You know, I've had over the years so many cases, and if you were working with me, if I thought you could handle it, you're in. If I didn't think you could handle it, I wouldn't put you in that situation. And I've said this over the years on the television show, the broadcast here, there's no such thing as a perfect lawyer. But you put a group together, and I kind of perfected that. I'm asking this lawyer and this lawyer, and this. If they all agree, we'll go. If we get 3 different opinions, I say don't move on that action yet. Let's go further. Well, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah, and this is a great opportunity to get some experience of 30 years and to more than 30 years, and to hear that. So please call that number at the bottom of your screen, 737-PLUS, 737-7587. And it looks like we've got a call here from Mary.
Going fast.
Hi, Mary.
Hello.
Hello, Mary.
How can we help you tonight?
I had switched insurance company and went to another insurance company. I won't call their name.
All right.
But, she told me when she was doing the write-up with my insurance, car insurance, saying that I have the same coverage that I had with the other company.
I got you. Go ahead.
She called me the next day. She said, you can cancel your insurance. We got you covered.
Okay.
And so I did, and I reported some hail damage to my car, which is garage kept, and they tells me, oh, you're not covered for hail damage.
Yes.
And then I told the person, I said, well, she lied to me.
Yes.
She told me I have the same coverage that I had with the other insurance company, and now they keep dragging it off. They took the money out of my account for the coverage for this month.
Yeah.
But they keep dragging their feet saying, oh, we're investigating.
Yes.
And which lots of the calls, most of them are recorded.
Yes.
And to me, it's like I'm getting a runaround.
You are, and I feel for this situation. We hear it quite often. I like to do business with people who are reputable. I like to know who I'm doing business with. If I was in that situation, again, some food for thought. If Amy said, well, I don't know, then Amy and I would go together. So we have a good understanding. And again, You hate to have to do everything in writing, but I've heard it said, if it's not in writing, it wasn't said. And really what a person could do is say, thank you for doing this today. I'm glad to know that this is the same coverage that I had.
It's kind of memorialize
it was memorializing our conversation, and that my insurance with your company is in effect immediately. Thank you so much, Kevin C. Kennedy. Then when they came back and said, Kevin, you're not covered, I'd say, no, wait just a minute. I had one of those happen, and to me, when I was a young lawyer, and they came in, they said, Kevin, you're not covered. And it went all over me. And I remember standing up, pushing my chair back. I said, no, they're not going to pay voluntarily, but they're going to pay. And so then you had to have this other side of Kevin C. Kennedy, and I talked to them, and we got it all worked out. I'm sorry. One of the things I'd say for her too, you can call the Commissioner of Insurance. They have people that can investigate. I didn't necessarily say they're going to pay yours, but many times the insurance companies say it's too much heat, I don't want this complaint. Just pay the lady and do the right thing. Everybody wants a sense of fairness and justice, and the squeaky door is the one that gets oiled. Some people say, yeah, and then they just hang up and say, well, they wouldn't cover it, I got ripped off. Well, then others say, no, I'm going to file a complaint, and they should.
All right, good advice to Mary there. We've got Sabrina. Hi, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hi,
How
Sabrina.
can we help you?
Yes, I just want to know, how can you find an attorney to, go represent you to do a polygraph test?
To do a polygraph test, yes.
That's an interesting
and
question.
you know, you don't have to do a polygraph test. I do like your suggestion. I would get a lawyer, and you probably needs to be a criminal lawyer. And if someone had asked Amy and accused Amy of taking something, and they said, we won't put you under a polygraph test, Kevin Kennedy would not agree to it. I said, no, we're not doing that. Now, one strategy that many lawyers do, because you're not forced to do that, and if you have a nerve problem, they can throw it off. If you're on medication, they can throw it off. They'll say, no, I don't believe that. If you're a habitual liar, you can throw it off. There's a host of things. You know, one of the other things, the police, they say, well, this woman has accused this man. Will he take a polygraph? Kevin Kennedy, will she take a polygraph? And the police are, well, we don't do that, because we know where it is, but I don't usually agree to it. However, if I thought that would be the end of it, many times you can hire a private polygraph, like she suggested, and if you passed it, you might take those results and show them, say, here's where she took it, and this is it, and it may close it. A good, skilled lawyer knows how to deal with those issues, and touche to you, ma'am, call the lawyer first, and then let him assist you as you go through this. The halls of justice scream out with rage when someone is accused and convicted of something they're not guilty of. And that gave me chill bumps when I made that statement, because I believe it that deeply. And remember, they can accuse you tonight. They can accuse Kevin Kennedy, and you're going to hire a lawyer. Say it, Amy.
I am. That's
and
true.
I am too.
Definitely would. All right, we have Brian here. Hi, Brian.
Hey, I was going to ask him about the legislature and did it affect any laws, or if he does any pro bono, or what his favorite charity is. But he's got me so excited about, you're not guilty, and a good lawyer can get, not
Tell
keep
it.
you off. But I'm telling you, a good lawyer is like the best thing in the world.
It is. They always say everybody hates lawyers, but they love their lawyer.
Who he is over there on White Bridge Road, my buddy. And I'll tell you, I mean, a great lawyer is like gold. It really, really is.
It really is. Well, the legislature is the people, they're the ones who's charged with writing the laws. Then, of course, the DA, if he's got a law passed, he can prosecute. The judge's role in this, he is to be impartial, judge it based on the facts and the law, and if we get a bad decision, we can appeal it. Where does that creative lawyer come in? He can say the facts alter this case, And the most creative, that's one of the greatest, I think that I was really blessed that I like to think creatively. And come up with some, I did a case with a lawyer yesterday. He was brilliant. When we got finished with it, of course, we came out great, but the guy was brilliant. I said, I salute you, sir, because he had so many creative ideas. They say we have an academic side of our brain and a creative side of our brain. And so that's why I like both, and we come up with some good solutions. But thank you, sir, for that. Always stay in touch with your legislatures and the legislators that are writing the laws. That's your representative and your state senator, and let them hear the concerns of the people.
All right, we've got Charles here. Hi, Charles.
Hello.
Hello.
In 2006, I copped a plea for cyber stalking after 19 weeks time served. And now I'm trying to get a gubernatorial pardon. I applied to the Board of Parole, and they sent my application back saying they need a letter from my probation officer or my parole officer. And when I got parole, but I was never on parole, there was no follow-up activity. I just left CJC and picked up where I left off. What can I send back to the Board of Parole to say I never had this follow-up activity? Can I get a governor's pardon if I can't expunge a conviction? It's on the exclusion list.
You're doing really good. You ought to be a lawyer, because they're going to stop you dead in your tracks. That's why it's so important. If you got a family member say, well, this is a little minor thing, I'll represent myself. No, because there's big range when we plead. Well, it's on there from 2006. So you did the right thing. Let's try to get it squared away. If we can with a letter, get a lawyer. If you can't with a letter, then we have a right to petition the parole board. If that doesn't work, remember, creative lawyering. Then he can come back and file a petition, do some good things, see if the governor will give you a pardon. And so the squeaky door really does get the oil. The guy that keeps pursuing it. I try to teach those that are involved, don't give up, don't give in, don't give out. And I preach that day and night, because somebody says, I don't want to do anymore. I said, guys, when that team says you got a winning case, we got to go. And they said, well, Kevin, I don't really want to go to the next level. It's too much strain. Quitters never win. Winners never quit.
All right, well, we're going to have more with Kevin Kennedy, so please call that number at the bottom of your screen, 737+, 737-7587, and we'll be back after a short break.